Hello, friends. This is Darren Hayes of Pigskin.com. Before we take you to your favorite Sports History Network show, just want to tell you a little bit about some merch that you can pick up that represents your favorite SHN podcast. So far, there's t-shirts, coffee mugs, and even books from some of the authors that do podcasts right here on SHN. Who could buy something better than that, than have the history right from the gentleman that you hear talking about it? But we also are adding things each and every day. And where's that store, may you ask? Well, it's at SportsHistoryNetwork.com. Up at the top, there is the SHN merch button. Click on that. It'll take you right to the store, and you can be representing your favorite podcast and show the world that, hey, on the swag that I'm using, it's the headquarters of sports yesteryear, Sports History Network, and my favorite podcaster, the Sports History Network store. Shop there today. Now it's time to take a sports break, a look at sports history on a daily basis. Hello, my friends in sports history. This is Darren Hayes of the Sports Jersey Dispatch podcast. Welcome once again to the Pig Pen, your place for all things great in sports history, because sports history is made each and every day of the year, and we use this sports break to preserve at least a small sampling from some of the great athletes and great events that happened on the date of August 23rd in this episode. We have a couple jersey numbers we want to talk about. Numbers 9, 3, 21, 15, and 43 that made history on this day. We're going to start off in August 23rd, 1907, and the Pittsburgh Pirates pitcher Howie Kamenetz no-hit the New York Giants roster in a 1-0 victory 5-inning game at the Polo Grounds in New York City. On August 23rd, 1936, a 17-year-old Cleveland Indians future Baseball Hall of Fame pitcher Bob Feller made his debut in a Major League Baseball game, and it resulted in him striking out 15 players on the St. Louis Browns in a 4-1 win at League Park in Cleveland. Now, Feller wore the number 9 on his uniform for that season. August 23rd, 1942, in the spirit of charity, Walter Johnson came out of retirement to pitch to number 3 Babe Ruth, who was also previously retired, in a pregame attraction that drew 69,000 fans to the New York Yankee versus Washington MLB doubleheader at Yankee Stadium. The exhibition of legends helped to raise a cool $80,000 for the Army-Navy relief. August 23rd, 1953, a man named Phil Gray allegedly set a record for throwing a baseball with a distance of 443 feet 3 inches. Pretty long throw. August 23rd, 1970, Roberto Clemente, number 21 of the Pittsburgh Pirates, produced his record second straight 5-hit game. That's quite a bit of hits, 10 hits in 2 games. August 23rd, 1972, Chicago's Dick Allen, wearing number 15, became the 4th player to homer in the Comiskey Park center field bleachers. The previous participants that did that, Jimmy Fox, Hank Greenberg, and Alex Johnson. Some pretty good company to be in there with Mr. Dick Allen. August 23rd, 1992, Dennis Eckersley, wearing the number 43 of the Oakland A's, had another big year. Eck previously set the record for the most consecutive saves at 40, but on this day, he became the first pitcher to record 40 saves in 4 different seasons. Dennis Eckersley, one of the greatest. August 23rd, 1993, Atlanta Braves teammates Fred McGriff, who wore number 27, and David Justice, wearing the number 23 uniform for the Braves, became just the 6th duo to hit back-to-back home runs 2 times in the same game. That's quite a feat right there. And they were quite a pair, some great hitters, Fred McGriff and David Justice. That's part of the success of the Braves during the 1990s decade, along with some of their great teammates that they had. So this is some great history that we get to talk about here for sports. Most of it baseball today. As a matter of fact, all of it was baseball today. And just a pleasure to bring you this history. Hope you enjoy it each and every day with these little sports breaks, these little nuggets of information that help you remember what happened in the past. There's nothing better than that. For some more great history on sports, you go to SportsHistoryNetwork.com, very aptly named because there are 30 different podcasters bringing you a podcast of sports history of some sort. Every day there's something new on SportsHistoryNetwork.com. There's thousands of hours of listening enjoyment so you can get caught up on what's going on in sports history with some of the greatest guests and history experts on sports coming onto those different podcasts, and some great posts there as well. You can also join our websites, PigskinDispatch.com for football and JerseyDispatch.com for some great alternate sports. The big four of the United States are what we really talk about quite a bit. And like you see from this podcast, we talk a lot about the jersey numbers and the uniforms that the players wore to tell the history. So hope you'll join us for all those. And until tomorrow, everybody, have a great Sports History Day. Sorry, but my pitching coach just called timeout and he's coming out to the mound. I think I'm going to get yanked for reliever. We'll see you back tomorrow for some more great sports history on Sports Jersey Dispatch Podcast. We invite you to check out our websites, JerseyDispatch.com and PigskinDispatch.com. Not only see the daily sports history, but to experience the preservation of great events and people that play the games. Find us on Pigskin Dispatch. It's also on social media outlets of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and don't forget the Pigskin Dispatch YouTube channel to get all your daily sports history. Pigskin Dispatch is happy to be associated with the Sports History Network, the sports headquarters of yesteryear, found at sportshistorynetwork.com.
This podcast is part of the Sports History Network, your headquarters for the yesteryear of your favorite sport. You can learn more at sportshistorynetwork.com.
It was just another ordinary day in the offices of the Pittsburgh Guardian newspaper circa 1924. But for Marla Delft, assistant editor, everything was about to change. For she was about to discover the awesome attractiveness of Row 1 brand retro sports paraphernalia items thanks to Orville Mulligan, sports writer.
And there it is.
Wow, Orville, that's really the bee's knees.
Isn't it just? A poster-sized replica of the actual 1909 World Series program cover.
I can see that. But where did you get it? And where'd you get it framed?
I ordered it from the Row 1 website, where over 6,000 items of sports memorabilia from the 1880s to the 1990s are available for reproduction, in multiple sizes and in several different materials, with over a dozen styles of frame to choose from for prints like this.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Delft would love to put up more of these in the office. But I'm equally as sure they're beyond this newspaper's budget.
Not at all, my dear Marla. See for yourself. Go to sportshistorynetwork.com/row1.
sportshistorynetwork.com/row1. Oh my, these are good prices. Oh, and look at this stuff. Oklahoma-Nebraska football, college basketball art, Michael Jordan items.
And so
retro
it was that
sports
Marla Delft
advertisement
discovered the
flowers.
splendiferous magic of Row 1 sports memorabilia, arts, and prints. You can too by visiting sportshistorynetwork.com/row1. That's ROW1 today for access to the full Row 1 catalog of gallery prints and gifts like t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, telephone cases, coffee mugs, blankets, pillows, towels, and even shower curtains. Act today for 15% discount off all prints with coupon code SHN15 and 20% off all other items with coupon code SHN20 at checkout. And keep your dial locked to the Sports History Network for the exciting chronicles of the 1920 sports world in Orville Mulligan, sports writer. Coming soon.